Hello and welcome to the show In the Arts. And I want to say to you, you're very fortunate to tune in now because it's a very special show for you this time is my privilege and I'm very proud to introduce you to. And this is a special show, and for a friend of mine who's been in the business for many, many years, he's a great musician, et cetera, et cetera. I can't say enough about him. But I will say this much, I want to introduce you to my friend, fellow musician, and comrade in arms, Mr. Mark Russo.
Brother Will, how are you?
Man? Oh yeah, man.
Good.
It's been a while since we, we played some time ago at that restaurant for a minute. And then, but since the last time, man, what's been happening with you, man? You know,
man, it's actually been very busy for me, you know, especially with the music today, how it's been changing. I know that I'm going to be playing some smooth romantic jazz, a couple of different arrangements that a friend of mine wrote and
yeah, you were
arranged.
telling me about that, yeah.
And very talented guy. And I'm also doing currently, let's see, I got a call to do a musical show coming up, Sweet Charity.
Yeah, okay.
Which is the same choreographer that wrote or did the choreography for Chicago.
Okay.
The musical there, I got that coming up. And I just recently got a call they wanted a big band, so I'm not going to be all alone. I'm going to be doing a classic car show. I believe it's going to be held in Saratoga.
Oh, okay.
And the gentleman that called me really wants to have a big band for that event, which is great, so I could put 12 people to work.
And see, these days, man, that's really something because the prices are skyrocketing.
Oh, yeah.
If you work 12 pieces, man, you pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Right.
You know,
right.
you're a regular musical Houdini.
Well, the music I'm playing for that is going to be music actually from the 40s, mainly 40s and 50s, you know.
It was the best songs, man.
Great.
The lyrics are just to those tunes, man. They're not tunes, they're songs. Songs last forever, tunes go out of.
Right, and the melodies play themselves pretty much, you know, the way they're written. So I use in that configuration, I use 4 saxophones, 2 altos, a tenor and baritone, 2 trumpets, 2 trombones, piano, bass, and drums, and I use a female vocalist for that. You know, so we're doing the original arrangements of some major artists and some songs that I wrote that are not pre-existing, they're the originals. It's kind of cool.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. Because I always, you know, myself, I always like to hear when somebody's, especially artists, man, like ourselves, man, we get busy and start working, man, because the field is so vast. And
it's changed.
It's changed up so much, man. You can catch it playing wherever they can. You're in the corners or around the corner or back in the back. On top of the roof. Anyway,
what you have to do, you have to reinvent yourself.
Constantly.
That's what you have to. I did get a call a few weeks ago from a friend of mine down in Morgan Hill. I don't see him that often. He's kind of does praise and worship church stuff down in Morgan Hill. And he had a friend or an artist from Sacramento, and he needed me to come and do some recording, but they were on 2 unusual instruments that you often hear. One was an alto flute and an oboe.
Oh, interesting.
And the client was very happy, and he wrote the arrangements.
Interesting song.
Yeah, it was great. So they're supposed to send me a copy, and they were very happy. He wanted me to come at 9 o'clock in the morning. I said, that's kind of early to play, so we settled on 11 o'clock. Which was better, yeah. So I do that sort of thing as well, recording musical shows. This is my solo act.
Yeah.
I do trio stuff. I'm doing something coming up actually on this weekend with a trio.
Okay.
Playing some standard tunes.
Cool.
And sometimes I take a 7-piece out too, a little smaller than the 12. And the music's the same, just only 3 horns instead of 8. You know, a little more affordable.
Yeah,
but,
well, Yeah, well, go ahead. What you going to say?
No, but basically, you know, you have to fit the group for what they're looking for.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, and the music, I mean, like you feel the house.
Right.
You know, and you got to get the gist of what's happening.
Right.
Like I found some places, like I've been playing over at this church. In fact, I got the gig on the 10th of this month.
Oh.
And I've been going there, just seeing other bands.
Right.
And then you get a feel of what that thing is like. And what they like over there is for you to go ahead and drive that.
Right.
Drive the rhythm section, you know,
Right.
and you got to drive. They like to kind of pop a little bit,
Right.
And there's some Latin stuff in 3/4, but not
Right.
nothing really slow. So you get a feel just by just even going and listening to a house and seeing
Right.
other musicians how they operate.
Well, even like what I'm going to play here today is a standard tune, but we're going to change it. We're going to start off like with a little funk groove feel, going into Latin and then swing. And normally this particular song is done as a ballad, but it can be played anyway.
Yeah, because it's Cry Me a River.
No, that's right. The song I will be playing is Cry Me a River. Excuse me, I forgot.
Julie London sung that. I mean,
Right.
I remember that song eons ago, man.
Long before I was born, probably.
Me
So
too.
so the one version that I heard, though I'm not playing that version, who's a well-known artist, Diana Krall.
Oh, yeah.
She's
right
good. I think she went to school back in Boston, if I remember. That's where I went to school. She might be a few years younger than me. But anyway, I heard the song. I thought maybe probably do something a little bit different with it and that sort of thing. And I'm blessed that I have my friend that is on the same page.
Yeah, well, we're blessed to have you doing it.
Well, you're more than welcome. So I think we should
kick it off,
let's
man.
go.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you. We're going to do a song by Louis Armstrong, done in a contemporary context. That was What a Wonderful World, done in a very unique contemporary context. Normally it's done as a ballad, but I kind of liked it like that, you know. Attract a little different audience with that. Well, I hope you liked it.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to say, man. Like last time, I'm speechless this time.
Oh, no.
Man, it's just
well, thank
man.
you. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was top of the line performance, man.
Thank you very much.
And it graced the show here, man. And I hope you all out there enjoyed it too.
Excuse me for never. So do you know the name of that song, by the way?
Besame Mucho.
That's it. That's
Besame
right.
Mucho, and I think the other one before. Yeah, that's a good one. Besame Mucho.
You didn't fall asleep on me now, did you?
No, I can't fall asleep with that beautiful music, man. Oh,
Thank
my
you.
goodness, I'm
Appreciate
still
it.
thinking about that fireplace.
Oh. Speaking of that, I better get home soon.
But again, I enjoyed it, man, having you on the show, man. And I'm glad to see you doing so many things and staying active, man. That counts so much and whatnot. And do you have an email or anything?
Yeah,
Okay,
I got one.
You can announce that. And,
my
let
email
folks know where
address
they
is
can hook up with you.
simply Mark, M-A-R-K, @theclassycats, that's plural.com. Mark @theclassycats.com.
All right,
If
y'all.
anybody wants to get a hold of me.
Yeah, y'all heard that. And of course, for any comments for the show, you can contact me at Wilbur_Nichols2003 @yahoo.com. And be sure to answer you promptly and right away. And your comments are very important. I want to thank my crew for the fine work they've been doing and to make this show happen. And of course, you, the viewers, is for you. So without saying much more, there's much more I can say except thank you, man, so much.
Yeah, thank you for
bringing your talent and whatnot to the show.
You're welcome.
And so everyone can enjoy it. And you just keep doing good things and make it happen. Make it happen. So if you'll grace us, you can play something out you like, and
Sure.
I'll ease on back over here and enjoy some more, man.
All right,
and y'all,
thank you.
tune in to In the Arts. This is the place to be. Dig it. So, peace.